to you a good friend of mine. He's very handsome, as you can see. Actually, hold on one second. Let me share this screen. Hold on. I think I've got a better photo of him. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Better be good.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So my good buddy. So Jeff Mays he's an international speaker. Truth. He's also the owner of a Coldwell Banker franchise in Virginia called CB Prime. He has been. He's not currently. He has been an absolute beast of a top agent. Tom, Tom would probably admit it. I would tell you that he's the #1 Tom Ferry coach within the organization. Don't tell anybody else that. But here's the deal. Jeff is an incredible dude. He lives in integrity. For those of you that are not following him on Instagram, you need to do that right now. You will see his fitness journey. Here's a guy who shows up each and every day. We talk about it, right? You can't show up at a level 2 in one place of your life and then expect that you're going to be a level 10 someplace else. This dude right here is walking the walk. So please welcome Jeff Mays.
Thank you so much, Todd. I really appreciate it. I got to live up to everything you just said, right? You know?
Absolutely.
Hey, good news, man. I was getting pumped up listening to all that good stuff that you as an organization are doing and the opportunities that are out there. Hey, Todd, I remember when we did this maybe 5 or 6 months ago. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And there was a lot of fear, wasn't there?
Lots.
It was like, where are we going with this? What is this going to look like? And it was, we came through it pretty good, you know, and hey, aren't you so fortunate to be in real estate right now? I mean, we've got to take advantage of what is happening out there and really recognize I felt like, you know, this has created a perfect storm. We've had COVID going on. We've had incredibly low, historically low rates. And plus there's a low inventory out there. It's good to be in real estate right now. Let's take advantage of it. Hey, Todd, I want you to unmute yourself for a second. I want to ask you a couple of questions, and I want everybody to think about this. So, Todd, just off the top of your head, if I said a year from now, it's 2021, a year from where we are right now, and rates are now at 4.5%, not 3%, what would you regret not doing?
Oh, I would regret not buying right now.
Not buying. So I wrote down, what would you regret around your schedule? What would you regret around your goals? Were you not thinking big enough? What would you regret not having done? Here's a big one. What would you regret not saying to clients right now? What would we regret not saying to sellers right now? Like and Todd, we've been there. I think about 08 and 010 and the past. I look back and go, what would I have done differently right now? What would I have done differently? I want you to think about that. I'm not fearful. I feel like I'm a realist. I'm a realist to some degree, but let's take advantage of this market right now. Hey, Todd, could I share some slides with you all today?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, let me see if I can get this. This is always one of those that always works until we get on. Oh my gosh, it came up perfectly. Can you see that?
Yep.
I even put the title page. Hey, and don't forget, hey guys, I am Coldwell Banker. I bleed blue. I love Coldwell Banker. I'm just like you. So I'm going to go through. Tom Ferry about 2 or 3 months ago got together with his best of his best clients and came up with 7 strategies that work right now to get listings. So I want to go through solving the problem that we're having right now. What is it? There's just not a lot of listings out there, right? I mean, it's super low. Hey, Todd, in our market, I checked the other day, the days on the market, 4 days on the market.
Oh, geez.
6 months ago, it was 30. It's 4. I'll go through some slides. I've got it right here, but I want to start off with one thing. Listen to this. Todd, I think you'll enjoy this story. Stephen Kim is a client that we coach, and watch this. He's been in real estate 2 years. He's on track to do 75 units. Not bad in his 2nd year, wouldn't you say? But look at this. 60% of his sales and connections have come from what? social media. I was interviewing him a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, you've done a great job. 75 deals. And then he goes, yeah, but 60% of it has come from social media. I was like, wait a minute, there's a story there. And he goes, watch this. He goes, I do two things consistently and simple. What's the key word? Consistently. This is what he does. I'm giving you, hey guys, I'm going to give you as much as I can in the time that I have. I'm going to give you everything I can. So here's what he does. Two things. Number one is he shoots 5 videos a week, and the videos are no longer than 1 minute. So he shoots 5-minute, 1-minute videos, and then he posts them every day. Monday is Motivational Monday. Tuesday is Home Tip Tuesday. Wednesday is Market Update. Thursday, he titles it Think About It Thursday. Friday, he does Foodie Friday. He does the same thing every week. And I go, that's amazing. But you know what? The average agent, we don't have enough time to shoot that. He goes, it's super easy. Now, hopefully you're writing this down. On Sunday, he spends 30 minutes thinking about the next week. And on Monday, from 11 to like 1 or 2, he shoots the 5 videos. So then he's done. Then they're teed up, ready to go. Because what's the problem? We all know we should probably up our social media game, but we're not doing it because we think about it too late, or we don't have the ideas of what we're going to do. He thinks about what he does, and then he puts it out there. Does that make sense? And then here's the second thing. Listen to this. The second thing that he does, he said it's 2 reasons. The second thing is 5 DMs a day, 5 days a week. Direct messages on Instagram, Facebook. Okay, super easy. Okay, watch this. We got to recognize that email marketing, those emails we're sending get open at a 10 to maybe 15% rate. But watch this. Do you know what the open rate and reply rate on DMs is? It's almost 85%. So Todd, if it's 85%, why are we not? So what he is doing is 5 times 5 days a week. Todd, what's happening? Look like you're having fun. We need to connect. It's just, guys, it's the new text messaging. Stephen Kim actually says people will reply way better than even text messaging now. Why? Because they get notified. They're all over social media. So we should step up what we're doing around DMs, direct messages. Does that make sense? Hey, Todd, stop me. Any questions, thoughts?
Dude, I'm not stopping you. You're just a machine. Go.
I'm only on 1. I haven't even gotten there. All right. So watch this. 5 1-minute videos. What's the key about 1-minute videos? Hey, guys, I'm being honest. Nobody will watch. If you do a 2, 5, 10-minute video, nobody's going to watch it. That's what he's realized. 1-minute video. He's gotten in a cadence around what he's doing every day around the Monday. And guess what? The least likes, comments, shares is Wednesday market update. Look, not everybody is excited about real estate as we are. So tell a little bit more about you. How does somebody he was a teacher for 18 years, how does somebody in 2 years' time come across as an expert? He's selling the value, showing that he's an expert. So make sure that we're doing this. Super easy idea around social media. 5 videos, 1 minute a week. And watch this. He's got over 2,000 videos on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. How's he do it? He follows a system, keeps it simple, and does it again. All right. So here's the thing. What's your commitment to getting better? I want you to, I think we maybe talked about this last time. We have got to realize that the purchaser's buying power has increased 15 to 20% in this market. And that is the difference between 4.5% to almost 3%. Many people I'm starting to hear, they're locking in at rates under 3, 2.5, 2.8. I'm hearing all kinds of things. We've got to get excited about this market because buyers can pay more. And that's why we're seeing a lot of these multiple offers out there. These are just some stats on my market, no big deal. But again, I want everybody to wake up. I think sales starts with what we believe. We have got to, This is truly a unique time. It is a great time to buy and is a great time to sell. We have got to get on the phone and reach out and let more people know. We've got to step up. We got to step up everything right now. Okay. So here's what I always ask. If your life depended on it and you had to take a listing this week, what would you do? Think about that. Write that down real quick. If you had to take a listing, I got to get a listing this week, what would you do? And why is it important to get a listing right now? We know, I'm sure all the areas, the distinctive properties in, everybody's rolling to those areas to some degree. We know that if we get a listing, it's like shooting a fish in a barrel. It's going to sell. So what would you do this week to get a listing? Here's some ideas. You're going to get all these slides. Here's a dialogue that we should talk about to our past customers and centers of influence about. We're talking about, I'm not going to go through it all, but we're talking about 3 things with people that we know. We're talking about interest rates, refinancing. We're talking about taking their equity at a higher rate and taking that equity and buying a new house, leveraging the equity that they have in their house and taking advantage of these 3%. And then the third thing is we're talking about investments. With rates at 3%, the spread between rent looks like this. It goes up. So when it's 3%, that means as an investor, they're actually making more. There's so many people now considering putting and adding real estate as part of their net worth, their investment strategy. So I'm going to give you 3 dialogues to talk to past clients about this. Here's the second thing that we should be doing. It's called circle dialing. It is leveraging a sale or listing. Let's say we've got a listing that sold super quickly. Let's say within 5 days, maybe had multiple offers. We got to do something different. I believe unique times create unique marketing opportunities. So what our top agents that we coach are doing right now is they are circle dialing around sales and listings. And watch this. Guys, you ever have that feeling like, what do I say? I don't like making cold calls. We just kind of stop to some degree. Think about this. There's a difference between a sales call and a service call. A sales call is you're getting on the phone trying to sell somebody something. That's not what we're doing. You've got to think service call, adding value, bringing information to people. Service call. This is a service call. So what are we going to do? At the minimum, we're going to send out 100 postcards around Just Listed. I know the fantastic network behind you. You can do that so easily at Distinctive Properties. It's set up, right? We're going to mail out, right? Service call. We're going to mail out 100 postcards, and then we're going to make a commitment to talk to 25 homeowners and just let them know what happened. I always believe if you're making it happen, it's your job to spread the news. Nobody's going to toot your own horn in this business other than you. All you're doing is talking to homeowners around what's happening. Then the next thing, we're going to send them a personal note. It's basically the same thing each time, but what we're going to do is we're going to send it just listed, under contract. Nobody really does that. And then the third thing is calling around just sold. So bullseye approach on circle dialing. Here's a great agent that I coach, actually with Coldwell Banker. She listed almost $3 million in 6 weeks from circle dialing. And the first thing, I says she's got out of her comfort zone. Super important. All right. And I'm giving you all, here's the scripts. Here's what to say. Hey, write this down. Have you ever had a time where you don't have all the contact information for people? Check out truepeoplesearch.com. You can find out email addresses, phone numbers, addresses for it's a reverse prospecting list. Here's the best thing. It's free. Free is for me, is what I like to say. You can they're doing a LexisNexis search, and that is pretty much how the cops find somebody. They're going to find all this information around people. Check out True People Search if you're having a hard time getting contact information. Let's see. All right, here's another thing. I'm going to give you, here's 30 referral sites. We should make sure we're going on there and making sure our profile page is up to date, that we're logged into all these sites. Some of them you may know, OpCityRealtor.com, Zillow, but there's all these other sites, potential referral sites for you to make sure you're going to, again, have all these, make sure you're checking out if you're up to date. Here's another thing, Todd. Contact everybody in your database and watch this. See if they are, the last line there is super important. Knowing what we know now, especially during COVID, people are now working from home. Many are teaching from home. The question is, are you living in your ideal home, or have you considered making some changes? All right. We've got to recognize that everybody right now is having this conversation. Like, do we like our house? Is this enough for us? Like, I heard somebody, it was a good analogy the other day. For years, everybody's like, hey, we need wide open spaces. We don't like a lot of rooms. Well, guess what? If you've got 3 kids teaching at home, you're there working from home, and your spouse is working from home, you need what you need for a house has actually changed if you really think about it around COVID. Okay. Oh my God. Hey, Todd, look at this one. This is a texting script. We got to realize that texting is the new phone call. It says, hey, Todd, hope you and your family are well. Crazy times. The real estate market is bananas, with emojis if you haven't heard. And I was reaching out to see if you're curious about the new value of your home. The key word there is new. Hey guys, this stuff works. Remember, this is the best of the best that Tom got from his clients. I had a client send out 15 of these text messages last week. 5 people said, yeah, what's my home worth? It led to 2 appointments and 1 listing that he's already gotten sold in 7 days. This takes 5 minutes. He sent out 15 to just people that he knows, homeowners, past customers. Super easy. Again, it works if you work. If we get off our butt and do these things, it will absolutely work. This is a $1 million idea right here. Reach out to your past clients, people that have owned the past 2 to 5 years. Prepare a quick CMA, a 1-page CMA, print it out and put on there, hey, a little sticky note. Like, don't forget, some of this stuff is so elementary. Put a sticky note. Hey, Todd, looks like you've done well. Curious, have you had any thoughts of trading up or down? Let's discuss. Talk to you soon. Again, this stuff works. There's a lot of non-owner occupied properties out there. There's almost 20 million investment properties out there. Here's a great letter. I love right here. It says, we can assist your tenants in finding a new place. And of course, I work with a lot of investors on trading up through 1031 exchanges. Hopefully, hey guys, I'm giving it to you all. Todd knows, he can already tell, man, he's giving it all. Just do me a favor. Pick 1 or 2 of these ideas and do it for 3 months. Be consistent is the key. Here's a script that I'm giving you around investors. Ready to downsize. This is for going after people that have lived in their home 25 to 50 years. They have a 2-story home or more, owner occupied. Great letter right there that works. Again, these are all things that are working. Here's another one. Are you living in your dream home right now? This is going to go out to condo, townhouse, or small homeowners. There's another little message. I love this part is, hey, down at the bottom, Todd, it says, I'm curious, have you had any thoughts of making a move? If so, I'd love to offer you a COVID home and lifestyle consultation to explore what's best for you. Boom. Whoever takes that line right now, you're going to get people. What does that mean? Talk to me. Nobody is saying this. Does that make sense? Be different. That's how we stand apart from the crowd that's out there. And here's the last thing I've always asked. I want you to think about 3 things in your business. How do I make a sale from every sale? How do I get a referral from every client? And how do I get a lead from every vendor? If we do this right there, if we focus on these 3 questions right here, we can double, maybe triple our business and not work any harder. We're just working smarter. So, hey, who's up for making more and working less? Let's focus on these three things right here. Exactly, Todd. And then the last one, Todd knows Carolyn. We love Carolyn to death. It's one of my best clients. I got to tell you guys, she went from, she had $40,000 in savings to now 4 years later, she has $1 million in the bank, cash in the bank, and owns 5 properties free and clear. Her net worth now is almost $4 million from coaching, working on what she's done, helping her out, having goals, being consistent, stay the course at the end of the day. Todd, that's all I got right there, man.
You're a beast, brother. You're a beast. I know there's lots of questions, so y'all fire away. I know one of them is always going to be slides. Can we get it? Can we get Jeff's slides?
They're going to get them all.
All right, beautiful. I'll make sure those get posted to our Inside Track Facebook group. Hey guys, listen. One of the things that, again, we talk about our core 4, right? What kind of culture do we have? We believe in coaching. We believe in helping you with the productivity. We believe in helping you build your wealth. Can you hear some of this stuff? Can you hear what he's talking about?
Same thing.
Like the things that are important right now are how do I create production, right?
Right.
Well, one of the ways is having a coach. How do I create wealth so that maybe one day I could actually be the buyer, right, and retire, right? How about that one, right? Again, coaching and production are key elements of that. So if you are
building
not in
generational wealth, right? That's really what we're talking about. Why? For sure. Hey, watch this. Why not you? Is the way that I think about it. But hey, Todd, I will tell you this: do not be like the average agent, which is reacting to the market. Make the market, guys. That's what I want you to walk away from this is there's opportunity out there, but you've got to do something to get something. It's not going to fall in your lap. Stir it up. You'll be surprised how actually easy it is.
It's funny. So I recount this story early on in my career. There was a guy who was a mentor of mine. His name is Bill Norris. He's no longer with us, but awesome dude. He told me one time, he goes, listen, the market will do this. The market will do this. You need to not worry about that. You need to do the things. And here is a guy who every single day would get his Rolodex. Remember those things,
Yeah.
He'd get his Rolodex out and he would call 10 to 15 people every single day. Not surprisingly, he was one of the top 1, 2, 3 agents in the marketplace year in and year out. Didn't matter whether the economy was good. Didn't matter who the president was. Didn't matter if there was anything. Like he just controlled his destiny.
The market is whatever your mind says it is. So if you think it sucks, it sucks. If you think it's amazing, it's amazing. It doesn't matter. You can make money going up. You can make money going down, right? That's what you just said.
Love it. Hey guys, in the chat box, list your number one thing. What's the one thing you're going to take and do? As I was reading that, I loved the video and the direct message. That's brilliant, right? The circle dialing, huge fan of door knocking, but the service call, like I love the script on that, right?
There's a difference between us. Everybody, hey Todd, everybody gets hung up on, oh my God, what do I say? I'm going to look like a cheesy agent. I'm going to look like I'm desperate. It's a service call, right?
Yeah, for sure. Love the text script. That's fantastic, right? Yep. How easy is that?
A lot of comments. The text script, I love it.
Yeah, I can remember. This probably 6 or 7 years ago. You and I sat in a room together, and we're tasked with sending out a text message to some people. Do you remember that? Right? We were like, pardon the French, but F this. And we did. And it was hilarious to listen to everybody's phones. Bing,
everybody
bing,
was like,
bing,
oh my God,
bing,
just got
bing,
one,
bing,
just got one. Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. By the way, it was almost the exact same script 7 years ago as it was today.
It still works.
And it works like crazy. So love it.
So hey, Todd, watch this. They're either going to not reply or say yes, or they'll ignore it. That's a whole lot better than getting hung up on.
Yeah, for sure.
Super easy.
For sure.
Service call. I love it.
Yeah, Carrie will make sure that you guys get the slides. I'm also going to post the recording to Inside Track, so you guys are good there. Yep. Hey, brother, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Again, y'all, if you're not following this guy, you need to connect with him on Instagram. I love it. Hey, how many days this year have you worked out?
I've worked out 24 months in a row. I've done the Peloton 30 days in a row twice. So I'm working out every day plus doing the Peloton. I realize the older I get, if I'm going to talk the walk, I got to walk. I got to do it. What is it? If I'm talking it, I got to walk it. I got to do it. So that's it.
Love it.
It's
Thanks for your leadership,
easy.
buddy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, appreciate your leadership.